Munnayuganda munange nkulamusizaako nnyo nenkwebaza emirimu. Kaakati obadde omanyi Rap-Dog style yokka, kati munnange Shamimu Malende mumanyi mupi Kampala alina style endala empya. NUP zeyamutise okujja okusaba okuwulira eggwanga. Kati jangu oziwulirize. NUP yagala gaana kwagala butayagala ku luno 2021 Museveni.
Yeah, we're using the door-to-door. We're using, the concept, the gospel of unity, because we are saying that, we are inclusive, irrespective of the political parties that we have subscribed to. So our major...
Is that what the clue comes?
No, I'm not going to break it because we have the Fifite Chido, we have a lot. So, but we are not going to break down all these approaches because, we are keeping some of these things to ourselves. We are engaging the covert style. We're engaging the covert style so that we can actually, take over power. It's not about convincing the women. Actually, it's not only the women that vote us because, everyone votes us as long as you're above 18, even if you're male, you vote for us. But it's not about convincing, but it's the public entrusting their confidence in you. And they say that this person has the public confidence and this is a person that will serve us, this is a person that will stick to the values of NUP, this is the person that will speak our voice, this is a person that will be our servant, that is going to get into a leadership position and serve us. So it's about the people to judge. It's not you to convince them, I'm the best, I did this, I did this. It's not about that. Because in NUP we believe that actions speak more than words.
Talking about actions.
It's the people of Kampala and then the voters. They want to know that first and foremost they need to regain their power. So they exercise their voting rights. So for us, it's not to do with voter sensitization, knowing, the voters. It's about sensitizing them to know that the power is in their hands, to vote the leaders that they want, then bring those leaders into the leadership positions, and then they must see that this leader that they are selecting or they are voting for is a person that is going to serve them as they are like when they are the leaders and it's the servant, that concept of servant leadership. So it's about the voters to exercise their power to vote and to weigh all the candidates and see that this is the best candidate. And as we speak right now, that the People Power Movement or the National are NRM, but they have got
NUP cards?
Yes, NUP cards.
About the vetting process of NUP. One of the key factors, if I may quote Lewis on One Media House, he said,
all that. It's not just one thing. Loyalty is very important first to the struggle. Whether you're in NUP, whether you're in DP, whether you're in NR, but that loyalty to the struggle for change in Uganda is very key. The loyalty to the values of the party is very important also. Because, I'll not explain more, but then I'll go to the issue of the ground check. Because the ground check is equally important because we have to see what the people on ground are saying about what they are talking about, whether they have confidence in you that you'll deliver. Because politics at the end of the day, victory is about numbers, So we may actually have so many good candidates, but at the end of the day, the marks who scores higher than the other. So the ground check is also very important because we hear the voice of the people. We hear the
So does NUP gone ground position? He has given us his credentials, and we have another person, maybe Pronga. If we have all been in the struggle, if you have all gone past the pedigree of the loyalty, and you have been there, and we're both vying for the same position.
There are so many factors and so many reasons. Apart from the loyalty to the struggle, the loyalty to the values of the party, the ground check when it's positive, you have so many other factors. The visibility, then the capacity to manage the campaign. Then we even have the constitutional ones, the requirements. You must fit within that. You must have the academic credentials. There's so much. But at the end of the day, like I said, the marks are given accordingly, and the one that scores higher is the one that is given the party card. So the factors are so many, but at the end of the day, the rating is the same. It doesn't matter whether you're a member of parliament, whether you're an incumbent, or whether you're. At the end of the day, they'll still do ground check. Then they'll still look at your loyalty to the party and loyalty to the struggle.
And how do we cross the bridge?
But again, before you go there, we're also looking at people who have occupied positions for more than 10 years, And we're
And
saying,
you've given them the cards.
and we are saying that no, but we are also considering that most of these people that have occupied these positions beyond, you know, the 2 terms, like we are saying, we sit them down, and we're also trying to say, yes, you're good, you could be good, but what if we give the chance to another person, you know, as a way of engaging, because this is the gospel that we are preaching. We want peaceful transition of power at all levels. So that is one of the things that we are looking
And
at.
are
So
these-
actually, you'll be very surprised that some of the candidates or some of the people that you were saying that this one, nope, should not even put a candidate, but they have put, but that could be the factor.
Do we have these former MPs who have been there for 10 years or 2 terms? Are they complying? Are they saying, well, we're going to follow what NUP says because we understand their ideology? Are they not coming on independent?
You know, compliance is about one's character, one's, you know, integrity, and the way they look at things. So,
But they stay consolidated in the party.
yeah, I think there are so many things that are being done. But mostly we have concentrated on engaging with these people, because we know that they have also rare qualities or qualities that can help in this struggle. So basically what we do, we try to sit them down, you know, the person that has been given the flag and the person who has not been given the flag, and even all other contestants, and then we sit them down to engage and see whether we can work together. And if we cannot work together, at least we see what other role can they play within the party. Yeah, and then how best can they bring their resources and other things to assist, basically generally in the bigger struggle for Uganda. So we are looking at all that. There are so many things that are going on behind the curtains. Yeah, so many activities are going on. So we are trying to do that. That is.
Losers are in fold, keeping them in fold.
Yeah, but again, it's not that NUP is deciding your career in politics.
This committee is deciding my career here.
No, it's not, because, you know, the committee is simply saying we have vetted you, but fine, you're good, but someone is better.
Okay.
Why don't you look at the bigger picture? Whether we still move together, we're not chasing you out of politics, but you know, maybe next time you'll have an opportunity. Maybe even before next time, but for now you can do this and that. So we are looking at all that. The best thing is to keep together. But again, let me also say this. We are also cautioning all people who come and think that, you know, they have a sense of self-entitlement, that, you know, I have
10 years and all that.
As a friend, we used to eat commando together down there before. You know, there are people who come with that, and we respect that. Uganda, it's about the whole world. So we are saying that, you know, let's put all that aside and look at credibility. We look at the credentials at the time. We look at the people that are actually going to put the agenda forward, and maybe there's other people they are also good, but we can help to push the agenda together in one way or the other. It's not about occupying a political position. Leadership is in so many aspects.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can provide leadership even in all other aspects apart from a leadership position.
Well, there you have it.
Happens there, and then the equipments and the documents are sent there, and then the vetting process is done. But again, we are more centralized here. So, but that is an issue that is being considered by the executive to see that it's spread all over the country.
Oh, okay.
So he has a concern that is being considered.
Someone-
Only that, maybe before you go further, is that I just want to arrest his fears, partly that, you know, there is also some covert vetting that's going on in some of those faraway areas. Because, you know, when you're dealing with such areas, it's not like you're in Kampala. The type of politics that's being handled there is a bit covert compared to what we do here in Kampala. So he may find actually that in some of this, you may find that in some of the areas there's some covert process that's going on, but it's not on.
But it's not aware.
Yeah.
Is this right for you, keeping information away from your voters? Because I could be worried. He's in.
Happens there, and then the equipments and the documents are sent there, and then the vetting process is done. But again, we are more centralized here. So, but that is an issue that is being considered by the executive to see that it's spread all over the country.
Oh, okay.
So he has a concern that is being considered.
Someone-
Only that, maybe before you go further, is that I just want to arrest his fears, partly that, you know, there is also some covert vetting that's going on in some of those faraway areas. Because, you know, when you're dealing with such areas, it's not like you're in Kampala. the type of politics that's being handled there is a bit covert compared to what we do here in Kampala. So he may find actually that in some of this, you may find that in some of the areas there's some covert process that's going on, but it's not on the
But he's not
media.
aware.
Yeah.
Is this right for you, keeping information away from your voters? Because I could be worried. He's in